Oh man. Okay. For the phone, right? I just got back and doing droppers in my ears to clean out the whatever's coming out of them. You know, it's why people think people with Morgellons are crazy or lost their mind or whacked out on dope, is because you can't really see visually what's going on. It doesn't look like other than some discoloration on the skin or some slight swelling, but not extreme. That's what it looks like visually. But when you're experiencing it, you can feel it in those places, as well as begin to see the things that happen slowly, which is especially if you wear copper, because the copper, it doesn't always leave a greenish mark. Only when I'm having serious reactions, and that's only when gee whiz, the airplanes are flying over, I'm near electrical fields, or they chemtrail super heavily, right? But anyway, I digress. The copper here, if it turns something green, it means it's killing off germs and bacteria and fungus. And I had like on my thumb, I burnt it when I was a kid against a stove on the back right here, and it's always had a scar there. And then for a long time, the scar got more pronounced. It looked like a wart or something, and the skin would peel around the sides, and freaking I was just like, whatever, and fucking file it off and smooth it out. Look, there's a hair growing. It just popped off of there. The copper, anyway, when it kills off the fungus and germs, I think this fungus really likes scar tissue. Any injury I've ever had in my life seems to have a moment where it pains incredibly, and this stuff seems to want to grow right out of it more than other areas around, right? And when you put the copper on it, it's healed things that are underneath the surface of the skin, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Just by having the copper on the surface of your skin, it's healing things under the surface of your skin. Now, I'm not sure the process by which this happens, but I've determined that it has. It's noticeable, its effects are very real and quantifiable. So whether it makes sense or not, the copper helps inside your body as well as outside your body simply by being in contact with it. And if it turns green, it means that there's something living in your skin. It doesn't mean that, oh, you have a reaction with copper and you shouldn't touch it. The green indicates that the copper's having a reaction and it's killing off germs and bacteria, because your body won't naturally have enough acid in it to react with the copper unless you eat and drink lots of acidic things and keep yourself highly acidic or something. Or you're loaded up with a fungus that's growing in your skin, which is what everybody has right now. It's the reason for the white hair epidemic. It's the reason for, my veins bulge up and the hairs change color along the veins, and then an airplane flies over. I mean, give me a break. It's pretty fucking obvious what's going on with that. If you're experiencing this, I suppose if you're on pain meds or depressants or pills of any kind, you don't notice those things, and so, oh, I feel fine with my cancer and my COPD. I'm gonna get an oxygen machine and then everything will be great. But in the real world, people have to deal with it. This is some tincture I made. It's tea tree oil, a little bit of tea tree oil, a little bit of mint extract, just like you would use in cooking, and some tincture I made using methyl alcohol to extract lemongrass. So it's lemongrass with a little methyl alcohol and hydrogen peroxide, probably about 40% of it hydrogen peroxide. Shake it up well, and you drop it in your ears, and the peroxide bubbles some, and it will bubble quite a bit against this stuff, and just it takes it out. When my ears start doing, the cartilage gets hard and it hurts a lot, and especially when lots of jetliners are flying over nice and low. I just have to drop my ears, and I gotta do this regularly, 3-4 times a day minimum. It takes about a half an hour to actually really just, several droppers full in each one, and then Gotta let it wait, it'll bubble, it'll roll, and it'll start getting hot. And then you dump it out, my ear feels a little better. I don't have quite as much migraine going on. But this is just one of the things I gotta do to deal with the quote-unquote Morgellons. So, yeah, anyway, just thought I'd make a video about it. That's one I haven't really covered yet. You know, the burning the stuff off, I gotta do that once or twice a day as well. And it comes right back again. And of course the throbbing, bulging wrists and elbow area and armpits and neck veins. Sometimes the back of my head will even do it a bit. Dump, 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 dump. And then whoo, Jetliner McGee comes flying by. 900 times a day. Anyway. Pour it back out. Hey, I can hear. And it doesn't feel like things are crawling out of my ear. The stuff doesn't like mint. Mentholatum is really good if you have like serious skin issues going on. You know, mentholatum will knock it back very well. And that's kind of what I made to put the mint in here. Lemongrass, I don't know. I pulled some lemongrass out of a friend's yard the other day, and I was like, smelled it, and I'm like, that smells like something that would counteract a fungus. So, so I extracted some lemongrass and put in here. And then the tea tree oil came from a tea tree oil ointment. It didn't fully dissolve yet. There's a little bit of chunks stuck here and there, but that's what's making it cloudy, so a bunch of it did dissolve. Yeah. And then peroxide, of course. And the methyl alcohol is heat, gasoline antifreeze in yellow bottle. It's methyl alcohol. It will pull things out better. It works really good straight or diluted with water for rinsing the fiber out of your skin. I mean, if your skin is like seriously inflamed and swollen and changing colors and green and blue hairs are coming out, you know, and things are glowing underneath like those LED lights in your skin, the methyl alcohol is one thing that I found will take it out of there. I figured this out because, well, back in the 90s I used to cook dope, so I learned about extracting ephedrine with methyl alcohol and was in contact with it enough to realize, you know, it's not highly dangerous other than, you know, if you're near flames, don't catch yourself on fire because it's highly flammable. But its extraction qualities and and then I realized that, well, it's used for tinctures of different kinds as well, for extracting essential oils out of things, and it also is poisonous, and so I wouldn't go drinking it or anything, but if there's something living in your skin and you run this stuff over it, it kills it, at least on the surface. And the fungus is non-centrally located, so you're killing off the outer part of the fungus, and that's, you know, the best you can do sometimes. And a fungus's strength is also its weakness. Its strength is that it doesn't have a centralized intelligence controlling it all. So you can't find its head and kill it and then all the fungus dies. No matter where you hit the fungus, if there's anywhere still there, it's going to still be alive and try to make a comeback. However, that's also a weakness in that no matter where you attack it at, it's a similar damage to it. You can knock the fungus that's living inside of you down simply by attacking it topically, because it's non-central. So even though that may be the fruiting body of the little strands coming out through your hair follicles and turning them white and silver and making you think your hair's turning white and silver, and that's, you know, that's its Wi-Fi antenna connecting you to AI. It's like Elon Musk said, a neural link, right? I stumbled upon that this morning. I'm like, great. And the spider webs that grow through your brain. That's what it feels like. And then this is right where it has the picture, right here and right here on the little image that was on the thumbnail. And it's like, I'm like, that's right where I light my lighter, woof, and the shit's pouring out. It's invisible, but it's streaming out of there because it flames up every time. It's ridiculous. It's also coming out my ears, hence the tincture. And I just gotta drop it in to make sure, try to get it all the way to the bottom, like yawn. pull me around, right? Get it to go all the way down there because the fungus is all the way down. The fungus is on your eardrum, around your eardrum, around the outside of that. It's in your brain. It's in your arm hairs. It's in your wrists. It's everywhere. You're being sprayed with it. So if you're watching this video, you're like, thank God I don't have any of that shit going on. Well, you soon will. So don't count your blessings too soon, right? So this works well. Make this kind of tincture. I can testify so far. I'm not telling you to do any of this. I'm just telling you what I do. So if you dabble in it, that seems like a pretty good mixture. I think it's the mint, really. The mint, the hydrogen peroxide, the methyl alcohol combination. Those three are what's doing it. The methyl alcohol has a single, something to do with its absorption qualities as a solvent, right? As opposed to isopropyl alcohol, which I can't tell you the technical difference between them. The methyl alcohol has almost no smell, but you can't inhale the damn... What the hell? I'm trying to... What the fuck? Okay, I guess that's it. Bye.